one day somebody does something unspeakable to someone else, to someone you hardly knew, and you do something about it because you can.
All right, guys, sorry this is so late, but I kind of slept in and I had to do this week's editorials, as you'll see throughout the week, stories I'm doing through Wednesday. But here I'm in the bedroom because the wife had surgery. The wife was cut along her stomach down here and she had surgery. And so she has to like sleep sitting up a little. So she's on her recliner couch, sitting up with a blanket over her, and she's sleeping right now. But so she took where I usually do editorials. She took that spot and I'm letting her sleep in and I'm back here. Doing stories here. This is all the wife's design, by the way, except for this. This is what I call my prayer corner. And I have things here that I kind of look at in my prayer sessions. So there you go. That's why I'm back here. For those who are wondering, well, this is different. This is just a temporary situation. And I'm sorry again that this is late. Let's get on with it. Huh? We get this story from KCRA 3. A Sacramento man suspected of shooting into the ABC 10 television station's lobby on Friday, that was last night, has been arrested. Hernandez Santana, 64, was arrested at a residence in the 5400 block of Carlson Drive in River Park, California, early Saturday morning. That was this morning. Police said investigators had linked him to a vehicle suspected in the drive-by shooting. He was being booked into the Sacramento County main jail on charges that include assault with a deadly weapon, shooting into an occupied building, and negligent discharge of a firearm. KCRA 3 saw police activity at the River Park Apartments around 6:15 p.m. on Friday, which included several police cars and a SWAT team. A witness at the scene reported seeing a man being tackled and then taken into custody. Asked for comment at the time, police called their presence a planned operation. Now, earlier yesterday, police said they responded to reports of shots being fired from outside the ABC 10 building at 400 Broadway after 1:30 p.m. No one was injured in the shooting, despite the building being occupied. 3 bullet holes were seen in the window of a building's lobby. A person was in the lobby at the time of the shooting, but not physically harmed, said the station. There were protests outside of the station on Thursday, that was this week, related to ABC's suspension of the Jimmy Kimmel show, but none were active at the time of the shooting, said police. Police were looking into any possible connection. Now, Tegna, which owns ABC 10, issued the following statement. We can confirm that shots were fired into our station at KXTV earlier today. While details are still limited, importantly, all of our employees are safe and unharmed. We are fully cooperating with law enforcement and have taken additional measures to ensure the continued safety of our employees. Governor Gavin Newsom's office said he had been briefed on the shooting. He said, while no injuries have been reported, any act of violence toward journalists is an attack on our democracy itself and must be condemned in the strongest terms, said the governor's office in a post on X, the social media. We stand with reporters and staff who work every day to keep communities informed and safe, they said. Now, Sacramento police thanked the FBI for providing resources in its investigation. They asked anyone with information to contact them. Now, a statement on X says, thanks to the prompt and diligent work of our responding officers and investigators, the suspect vehicle was identified, leading officers to a residence in the 5400 block of Carlson Drive. The suspect, 64-year-old Anibal Hernandez Santana of Sacramento, was arrested on charges of assault with a deadly weapon, shooting into an occupied building, and negligent discharge of a firearm. He will be booked into the Sacramento County main jail. The motive remains under investigation, and we would like to thank the FBI for providing resources in support of this investigation, end quote. That's from X by the police department. But again, this is Jimmy Kimmel gets fired. And then this guy the next day goes and shoots bullets into ABC 10. And there's no motive yet, but you got to kind of use the common sense method here. Like Jimmy Kimmel fired by Disney and ABC Network. That was an ABC Network TV show. But I want to know what all of you think. But again, this story, here's this guy who said, yeah, man, I can't watch Jimmy Kimmel. I'm done with this. And it goes down. But how do you all feel about the Jimmy Kimmel firing? And is this an attack on free speech? I think if the federal government's getting involved, it is.